Now this question is a fairly easy question from percentages, but again, using the traditional method would be inconvenient. If you take variables, if you take inconvenient values, then the whole process of solving the calculations especially might take you too much time. So let's directly come to the best method here and see how we can solve this very quickly. So here we have that in a village, the production of food grains increased by 40% and the per capita production of food grains increased by 27% during a certain period. The percentage by which the population of the village increased during the same period is nearest to what? First of all, we have to connect the parameters given. We have to find population. Let's start with that. And population, if we multiply with the production per capita, that will give us the total production. See, what this means is production per capita is the production per person. For one person, for every one person, what is the production? So the production for one person, if you multiply with the total number of people, which is the total population, you will get the total production. Okay, that is the logic for this equation. Now, we look at the original situation and the new situation. Now, first of all, the total production is increasing by 40%. So if you focus on the production, see, 40% is what? 40% is 40 by 100, which will be 2 by 5. So the most convenient value to assume here, again, see, we don't have any actual values, no actual production. So we can just assume a convenient value. So we'll just take 5, which is in the denominator. And then 40% more than 5 will basically become 2 more than 5. So that will be 7. So these are the values we can assume for production. And similarly, we have increase of 27% for per capita production. Now 27% is 27 by 100. Nothing simpler. So we have to assume the original to be 100 and the new one will be 27% more than that. So 127. So these are the most convenient values we can assume. And now the original population will be 5 by 100 and the new population will be 7 by 127. Now people would start calculating these and then technically calculating the percentage increase. But we don't need to. Percentage increase is a form of comparison. So first let's just compare using ratios, simplify that, then we'll get the answer very quickly. So the original population is 5 by 100 and the new population is 7 by 127. So we compare these with a ratio. 5 by 100 will be 1 by 20. Okay, so multiplying both values with 20 into 127, we'll get 127 here and 20 into 7, which is 140 here. So now we can just think that the original population was 127, new one is 140. That is the comparison. Now from 127 to 140, we have an increase of 13. So the percentage increase will be the increase of 13 upon the original one of 127 and then into 100. So that is basically 1300 by 127. 127 into 10 is 1270 and 1300 is a little bit more than that. So we can take it as approximately 10% here. Anyway, the question was asking nearest to, not the exact value. So very easily like this, we can get the answer to be 10 in option 3. Okay, now try out this method using this replica question and share your answer in the comment section.